Success.
Yes, people, I hope you're all feeling healthy. It is Monday morning and I am back on the construction site. Way! So as per usual, we've got a lot of stuff happening this week. We've got foundations being progressed. We've got roadworks continuing on. Also, we're going to be using something that not many people in the UK ever see, and I can't wait to use it. So this is called a crusher, and basically, believe it or not, it crushes material. And what I've got behind me is lots and lots and lots of piles of rock, and they're all being crushed this week. So I'm actually super excited to see how this actually works. This week's going to be chaotic as they always are, so without further ado, let's kick off Monday morning. Come on! I can't wait to show you guys the crusher in the next few hours, but for now I gotta go back to the office to induct some new people onto site. I've got some sad news because our best friend Mark the labourer has gone, and he has been replaced by another labourer also called Mark. May I introduce to you Mark 2.0. First task for the day then, you see these stairs?
Yeah.
See how you got temporary protection on them?
Yeah.
We need to do that for all of the plots, basically.
Right, okay.
Okay. So after giving Mark 2.0 his duties, I went out to see the ground workers, and then I went to see the crusher. So roadworks this week. Are you guys just continuing on with the curbings and then tarmac?
Yeah, about there this week.
Happy days. So tactiles are going in down there, which is cool, and then tarmac later this week for all of this going up there then. Within the last week, plot 38 has changed loads, and today we're gonna finally finish it. Also, plot 41 and 42 has seen some great progress, and it's gonna be even more developed after today. So as you can see, compared to last week, plot 44 is looking more like where the foundation should be. This was all, none of this was touched last week, and now it's all been excavated, which is really exciting to see. And now it was finally time to investigate the crusher.
How much did you do for that crusher? Yeah. 350.
So two jaws, that one stays still, and then
that's
that
a
one.
fixed jaw, that's what they call a swing jaw.
Right, okay. These feed it in.
Feeds it in.
So can I stay up here when it's happening, or no, it's a bit unsafe, is it?
You can, just keep your hands out the way.
Yeah.
But don't be up to follow.
Yeah. And after a little bit of waiting around, that is exactly what I did. So the rock goes on the conveyor belt and then gets crushed by the crusher. Comes down here. This machine was really cool, but it was also just really basic. You put in big rock and out came some small rock. Now this small rock is going to be used for phase 3 of site to even out the ground to build some houses off of them, which you're going to see in future episodes. I wish I could stay on there all day. I'm going to go back to the office now and get some actual work done instead of just staring at a crusher all day. That thing behind me is insane. I've never seen anything like that before. that's pretty impressive, I gotta be honest. Wow. Wow. I catched up on some work and had some food before the concrete wagon arrived for plot 38. Getting all this stair protection, are you? Yeah. Stair protection? So we got the concrete pour on plot 38, and then in front of me then we got the boys laying the blind in for plot 39 and 14, and then they'll lay the white insulation all the way across. So, and then plot 41 and 42 then just beside me is going to be complete very soon as well. Groundworkers just staring at my soul. My best friend Pablo. Got the telehandler feeding materials through the window, feeding insulation for the insulation fitters to fit the insulation in the houses. Well done, Simon. Great work. And then we've got Brian behind me. Here he is, the main man. And then whilst I'm up here then, we've got the roadworks continuing on. Tiles are going in. So you can see that this is what literally happened over there. So you can see the tiles are in over there. It's the same happening over here. So that's looking great. Groundworkers are flying. I am late to a meeting. Oh dear. What was planned to be quite a nice afternoon was rudely disrupted as a delivery driver knocked down a gate. Right, so a delivery driver has entered site and hit a gate. He's knocked the gate and he's broken the gate. So I need to call the people who supply us gates and fencings and ask them to give us a new gate. What a spectacular task this is. It is now time to measure the gates that are broken. Because this was the access to site, it was high priority that I got this done. So I literally spent the rest of my afternoon getting this sorted. And that was Monday complete. Oh, it is Tuesday. Hell yeah, man. I'm faking my energy right now. I need a coffee, right? Things today then, we had a crusher on site yesterday, as you would have seen. I went through the rams of that crusher yesterday, and basically the area where the crusher is being used needs to be fenced off. So I need to print off some signs. I need to get some fencing to the bottom of site. We might have a health and safety visit today, a big one. So I have to just go on site, make sure walkways, stuff like that is all clear, signage. So hiya man, we're feeling healthy, active, energized this morning. So without further ado, May the 20th, time is flying. Let's kick things off. As always, first things first was to make myself a coffee, put my food in the fridge, and also empty the dishwasher for all the people on site. Today was going to be a madness, and it started off with laminating some signs and getting them set up. That's alright.
I like this, son.
Yeah, fine, Mark. Good. Good sweeping.
Yeah.
Happy days, my mum. Sorry I missed your call.
Huh?
Sorry I missed your call. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Oh, did you put some fencing down there? Oh yeah, man. Thank you. So I just asked Simon, the telehandler driver, to put some fencing down to the bottom of site where the crusher was. And then something quite unexpected happened. The GRP. The GRP has arrived. Success. Where would I like it? Just in the compound, please. Just, yeah, we'll look after it for the time being. Amazing stuff. What was your name, sorry? Alan. Thank you, Alan. Great driving. Well done. I can't wait to show you guys how the ground workers have been getting on, but for now, I need to focus on helping Alan as much as possible to get this GRP fitted. This has been a long time coming. We got a guy here now to fit the GRP. Finally, so Mark made the hole a few weeks ago, if you remember, and now the green box is going on top of that hole. So he's just gone into the office now to sign his paperwork. Got the telehandler carrying the green box behind me, and everything is going to plan. Yay! It was difficult at first to get the GRP in the correct area, but Simon done a great job on the telehandler. Telehandler's just dropped that off there now. I'll get a labourer to give you a hand carrying that.
Where's it going to go by?
Do you want me to show you? Do you want to come have a look? It was a little bit of a faff getting the GRP to where it needed to be, but eventually we got it there and everything was ready to go. So I know, what are you doing here then? What is...
I'm just going to screw this down to the concrete now.
Screw it down to the concrete, yeah. So you're basically just fitting the GRP to the concrete base and that's it. And that's it.
Yeah.
And that copper pipe, you feed that earth cable through this copper pipe here, do you?
Yeah. That gives you your earthing for the...
Oh, so if something was to happen, all the power would go into that. Yeah. Thank you, Alan. Great work, man. We have challenges, we have obstacles, we overcome them, and we make progress. That is what Become More is all about. Come on. It was around midday, so I got some food down me before I went back out to check up on how the ground workers were doing, how the crusher was getting on, and more importantly, how was Mark 2.0 doing with his tasks. So we got the ground workers flying at the moment. Plot 39 and 40 is looking very good. So we've got the formwork, the insulation laid down now. We had the DPM laid yesterday, so that's looking good. At plot 44 then, this excavation has been flying ahead. Like last week, the ground was that high all the way across, and now it's been cut back, which is exciting to see. Well done, ground workers. And then down at the bottom then we got the crusher crushing some rock. You can see it all the way down there. You okay? So I'm doing a catch up with Mark the labourer, Mark 2.0 the labourer, because he is on duties. So that is where the knotweed was buried. So 3 meters below me is some knotweed, and now it's all been put back, which is kind of backfilled, if you will. So that's quite exciting. And now we have Mark 2.0 down in the trenches, isn't it? In the trenches, doing some gardening. Where the knotweed is buried down there is actually going to be a pond, so all of the rainwater for the houses, or the drainage, is going to come directly into here, and then it will kind of like sink away through the ground. But if it overflows, we have got an existing pipe water drainage that goes into, you can see it a little bit there, that goes into here and down into a river all the way down there. So we've just got Mark 2.0 now, the labourer, to basically make this area a lot more clear, so then when we make the pond, this is all ready and accessible, if you will. So over the next coming days, Mark is going to be absolutely flying down here, smashing it. On you, Mark. Oh yeah, well done, Mark, well done. Everything was going swimmingly, quite literally, as it started hammering down with rain. And as the great site manager I am, as all the operatives were on site working hard, outside, getting wet, I went into the office to relax. Only joking, I got drenched, and that was pretty much Tuesday complete. Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. We are back on the construction site. We live this 24/7. It's raining heavy right now, so I'm gonna make this very quick. The roadworks out front has been steaming ahead. The curves have been going in. This is gonna be the new pavement. This is all getting tarmac very soon. The tactile tiles have been fitted as well, which is quite exciting. And down here then, all of this has been leveled off. So the ground workers are well and truly steaming ahead, which is, yeah, it's great to see. I'm just catching up with Brian at the moment. He's just eating his breakfast, having some...
Best gateman on site.
Best gateman on site, 100%.
Only gateman on site.
Only gateman on site. He's got the biscuit.
Nice biscuit.
He's got the coffee. Oh, look at that. What a man. Right, off to see the foundations. We actually started works on the road B2 on site, which is quite exciting. How are you, boy?
Alright.
Yeah, good?
Yeah, that's good.
Healthy? Are you performing this road today?
Yeah.
Drainage and right.
For the next manhole.
The drainage is coming from this manhole, is it? And then going through down there. Across, is it? Yeah. And then will you fit a gully there, and then the water will run down into it, and then it can come down here and then down there. You can see then for plot 40 and 39, the reinforcement steel has gone in. Like the other day, this was literally just, we were just putting in the blinding. Then we put in the buildite insulation, which is the white stuff. Then we put the black DPM over on top for water protection, called the self-adhesive. Then after that, we put the reinforcement in. And then after that, then it will be ready for the foundation of the toe. So the foundation is split up into 2 pours. The first pour is the toe, which is at lower level. And then the second pour is the slab, which is what I'm standing on at the moment. So yeah, groundworks have been flying ahead. Yeah, no probs. I'll turn on a permit for you. I'll grab my tablet, I'll pop back out, get you all settled. Happy days?
Yeah,
cool. Oh yeah, boys. Okay, you alright?
Yeah, no, you said to come and see you, but like this induction.
Oh, induction at 8:30. 8:30, yeah. Oh, this morning was a busy one. I had to set up a few hot works permits for the boys, cutting and creating sparks on site, and I also had to induct some new people. Our cabins are here. And then it was time to catch up with Mark the labourer. Mark, how are you, boy? You okay?
I'm okay, but you okay?
Yeah, are you on the cutting the green stuff?
Yes, I'm off down the bottom now, bro.
Good man. I went back to the office for 10 minutes to have a little bit of food because I felt very tired, and make a coffee for the team. And then it was back to site. Only joking, there was a few admin problems that came up, so I had to sort them out. And then it was time to go on site. Wait! So for plot 41 and 42, we have laid the white stuff, the insulation, and now the black stuff is going on top, which is the DPM. And after that, the reinforcement will go in. And then just beside me then, plot 44, we're doing more excavation to it. Like at the start of this week, we hadn't dug out a lot. And now you can see that we're already forming where the new foundation is going to be for the new house. So that's pretty exciting stuff, and it just goes to show how quickly we are moving forward. One thing I needed to calculate was how much of the ground had been excavated, so I done a few math equations up in the office, then I had some lunch. I'm not gonna lie, I'm lagging a bit this afternoon. I've just been in the meeting room for probably around 2 hours, and I don't usually go in the meeting room for that long, so I'm a little bit tired. So I've just had some lunch now. I'm gonna eat some yogurt and fruit, which fueled me up nicely for 2 hours of kickboxing in the evening, which was very challenging, and that was pretty much Wednesday. Oh my god, I am tired today. It's Thursday. We're back on the construction site. Come on! The groundwork is behind me now. Plot 38 is painting the blackjack, so the wooden formwork that went around there's now been taken away, and they're painting out a blackjack. So what they're doing on plot 38 was literally what they were doing on plot 14 and 16. If you go back to the first episode, you'll see that. And it, like I said before, like, it's just the continuation of works again and again and again. And we're on site having a good time. Roger's excavating the ground right now. He's driving the dumper. So the excavator will pick up the dirt, whack it in this bad boy, and then Roger will take it down to the bottom of site then. So he's doing well. Well done.
Yeah, forget where you are.
I went up to the office for 10 minutes to catch up with the team, and then it was time to look at health and safety on site. The sun is giving us energy. I feel it. On me. Ugh. So I'm currently just setting up a hot works permit, so the boys can do cutting, and basically I've just asked our labourer to just clean up some of the stuff around me. You can see like there's scaffolding behind me just down there that needs to be collected and just managed a bit nicer. So got them on that this morning. So if I show this to you quickly what I'm doing, basically on my tablet I've got a plan of site. So now I add a task, I drop a pin as to where I am, right, and I take a picture of the works that have been going on. So if you go on this plan, you're like, oh right, what is happening at plot 32 and 33, you can just go to the plot 32, 33, press on it, and then press on it, and then basically you can just see the pictures and the progress that's being made. Hell yeah. So whilst I was catching up on my quality, the groundworkers were flying ahead on the road B2. This is a manhole. So this is a manhole for the stormwater for apartment 7 to 12, which is up there, and also the drainage over here as well. So when the rain comes down, it'll hit the gully into this manhole here, and then once it reaches a certain level, the rainwater will build up and then go into that pipe, which will take it into the road and then down into the main drainage. So we put the concrete base down, and then we put this concrete cylinder on top of it, another biscuit, which is the lid. It's going on top, carried by the excavator. So that is the drainage for that road complete. I need you to move a scaffolding board for me. That's okay. Just one. Yeah, just one. So I went back up to the office and done some admin stuff, and that was pretty much Thursday complete. Boom. Hell yeah, man. It's another week complete. I'm off tomorrow, so I am finished for the week. Success. Win the easiest one, but we made good progress and site pushes on. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next episode. Take care.